Yeah.
Okay, how do we read COO?
So
Quiz. Ecosystems. Read this passage about the wolves of Yellowstone Park. Wolves are predators that feed on animals such as elk. When wolves were seen as a problem and were removed from Yellowstone Park, the elk population grew quickly.
Quiz.
Since elk feed on aspen trees, the population of these trees decreased. Beavers that feed on young aspen trees moved out of the area, no longer creating valuable wetland by building their dams. When wolves were finally reintroduced in 1995, the wolves thinned herds of weak and sickly elk, stabilizing with decreased populations of elk, the aspen were able to recover and populations of these trees grew. Beavers returned to the ecosystem. The ecosystem in Yellowstone began to regain balance among predators and prey. What was a problem created by removing the wolves? The elk had no predators and populations grew out of control. Elk populations decreased due to the removal of the wolves. Populations of aspen trees were able to grow once the wolves were removed. Beaver populations grew too large because the wolves were no longer threats. 1. 2.
Okay, let's continue. I'm sorry about that. What? Okay. What do you think the answer is? You have 5 seconds to answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. D. I think. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? The answer is A. Do you think we'll get 100% or at least 90%? 3, let's reveal. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Well then, that's a bummer. Well then, let's continue. Get ready. Earth. Anyone could observe the pattern of day and night. When explaining it is trickier. In this unit, you'll learn about the explanation for day and night and about Earth systems. Okay. Okay. Do you would you want to travel to other stars and planets? If you do, tell me a planet you would want to go below. Okay. Oh, that's the lesson standards. Okay. We're talking about gravity today. Gravity keeps you to the floor. That's why when you jump, you always go down.
Gravity is a noun. On Earth, gravity is a force that always pulls things towards the center of Earth. The weight of an object is a measure of the force of gravity upon it. Non-contact force. Non-contact force is a noun that means a force that acts even when objects are not touching. Gravity and magnetism are examples of non-contact forces. Weight. Weight is a noun that means a measure of the force of gravity on an object. Your weight on Earth is not the same as it would be on other planets.
Okay, we reviewed that. Let's continue. We got okay. Read about gravity. Guess what, guys? We're going to read a book. So, we're going to read a book called Gravity, Gravitational Pull.
The material world. Gravity. Genre. Expository. Text features. Contents chapter headings index sidebars. Chapter titles glossary experiments diagrams. Photograph. What is gravity? If you toss a ball up, it always falls back to the ground. Reverse. Flow downhill. The moon always orbits, or goes around, the Earth. What causes these events? The answer is gravity. Gravity, or gravitation, is a force that exists throughout the universe. All matter in the universe has gravitational pull. That means every bit of matter is trying to pull every other bit of matter toward it. When you walk, the Earth is pulling you toward its center. At the same time, your body is trying to pull the Earth toward it. But the Earth does not. What goes up must come down. For move toward you, you move toward the center of the Earth. Without gravity, you and everything else on Earth would float out into space. What scientists know about gravity? There are many things about Gravity that scientists still don't understand. But they do understand that gravity is a major force in the universe. Gravity is important to the Earth and to the people on Earth. Scientists know that gravity follows certain basic laws, and they realize that those laws are the same for a baseball being thrown across a ball field as they are for the Earth orbiting the Sun. Scientists also know that gravity causes the ocean tides and the changes in weather. It gives you weight. Gravity holds your feet to the ground and keeps the air you breathe in place around Earth. 5. Gravity keeps your feet on the ground.
Okay. Why did it pause?
What is
No, okay.
gravity? If you toss a ball, move toward you move toward the center of the Earth. Without gravity, you and everything else on Earth would float out into space. What scientists know about gravity? There are many things about gravity that scientists still don't understand. But they do understand that gravity is a major force in the universe. Gravity is important to the Earth and to the people on Earth. Scientists know that gravity follows certain basic laws, and they realize that those laws are the same for a baseball being thrown across a ball field. 29%. Copyright 2025. Gravity. Basics. Gravity is a universal force. In other words, it behaves the same way everywhere in the universe. Like all forces, gravity pulls objects. Billions of years ago, gravity was the force that pulled cosmic gas and dust together to form stars, planets, and moons. Even now, gravity keeps planets orbiting the sun. Our basic understanding about gravity comes from the ideas and experiments of pioneer thinkers and scientists. Thousands of years ago, the ancient Greeks wondered what caused objects to fall to the ground. After all, why didn't objects fall upward? 6. Aristotle's ideas. Aristotle, a Greek thinker, suggested that everything in 125% that Aristotle's ideas. Aristotle, a Greek thinker, suggested that everything in the universe was made up of a combination of 4 things: earth, air, fire, and water. He said that objects that were similar were drawn to each other. According to Aristotle, objects made of earth were attracted to the earth. These objects always fell to the ground. Fire was not made of earth, so anything made with fire rose up above the earth. Aristotle also believed that the center of the universe was the earth. The moon, planets, sun, and stars seemed to circle earth. Aristotle did not realize that the force that made objects fall to the ground was the same force that made the moon circle the earth. 7. Aristotle believed that the 29% copyright Newton's theories of gravity. In the late 1600s, Isaac
Okay. I'll read the next one. About 400 years ago, Galileo, an Italian astronomer, experimented with gravity. He discovered that if it weren't for air resistance, all objects dropped from the same height fall toward the ground with the same velocity or speed. Because of air resistance, some objects will hit the ground before other objects. For example, a heavy cannonball will land on the ground sooner than when dropped than a feather will. The difference is caused by air slowing down some objects more than other objects. When gravity is the only force acting on objects, they fall at the same speed. Galileo also said that the Earth was not the center of the universe. He said that the sun was the center. Galileo said that the planets went around the sun in circles. Like the earlier Greek thinkers, Galileo did not understand the gravity he experimented on Earth. Is the same force that makes the planets orbit the sun. Galileo Galilei, he lived for, how long did he live? He lived from 1564 to 1642. Galileo Galilei, an Italian astronomer, used a telescope to see the moons of Jupiter for the first time. Galileo discovered that not every heavenly body orbits the Earth as previously thought. Galileo also carried out experiments with gravity. He dropped several cannonballs of different weights from the leaning tower of Pisa in Italy. His experiments disproved that the popular theory that heavier objects fall faster than light ones. He saw that objects accelerate or move faster and faster as they fall to the ground. Newton's theories of gravity. In the late 1600s, Isaac Newton came up with important discoveries about gravitational pull. Newton understood that objects naturally move in straight lines. He realized that it took some kind of force to speed up, slow down, or change the path of an object. Okay then. Let's imagine the effect of gravity on a ball rolling. Okay. When the ball is rolling on the table, is the ball affected by gravity? Why not? Gravity is affecting the ball, but the force from the table is opposing gravity. The opposing forces cancel each other, causing the ball to move forward but not downward. How does gravity affect the ball when the ball rolls off the table? The force due to gravity is pulling the ball toward the earth. Since the table is no longer below the ball to oppose gravity, the ball moves downward as it continues to move forward. Okay. Check this out in augmented reality. Okay, if you guys want to scan the QR code so you guys can see it in your room, you have to use your phone to scan it, and then you can put it on the wall of your room and you can see it. You can have 5 seconds to scan it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you scan it. You can go back in the video too. Look how the balls are getting to the middle. Okay. The balls are rolling down. Look how all the balls are moving down. Look how the pink ball is beating everyone else. And the pink ball wins this time. The red ball always loses. Okay, and that is it. Practice to describe gravity. Gravitational forces. Gravity affects all objects on or near Earth. It pulls them toward the center of the planet. An object that remains above Earth's surface, such as airplane, must be pushed or pulled by a force directed up against the pull of gravity. For example, if you lift your hand, your body is helping you lift your hand higher. In this lesson, you learned about the force of gravity and how it affects all objects on or near Earth. You also learned that weight is a measure of the force of gravity on an object. 401 wrap up. Wrap up. Once we finish this, it'll be the end of the live stream.
I'm back.
Charm, where were you? We're about to end this live stream.
Me and Dad went to the trampoline park.
Yeah, how's it doing?
It's
It's doing good, but you guys basically missed the whole thing.
Oh well, maybe next time we can join it.
Okay. We'll just leave you to finish the last part, then you can end and we'll come back in, okay? Okay. What is the measure of the force of gravity on an object? Is it A, the shape of an object, B, the weight of the object, C, the
Mass of the object, or D, the density of the object?
Charm, I thought you said you're gonna go.
But Chance, I really wanted to come help you.
Then why did you go to the trampoline park?
I don't really know.
Yeah. Is it A, B, C, or D? You have
5 seconds to answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is B, the weight of the object.
Okay, now I'm going to do this one. In a stage show, the audience observes a ping pong ball hanging still in the middle of the air. Which statement
best explains this observation?
Charm. Go to your room.
Okay.
Is it A, B, C, or D? You have
5 seconds to answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is probably A. You have completed the activity. You got that one right? Oh no, the answer was actually B. Mark as done. And then for today, I'll say for today, I will say bye everyone. See you in